Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Riskers. It's by Shodex Studio and published by Meridian 4. It is currently on Steam right now, and it would, well, when you watch this anyway, I'm playing an earlier version of it, but it will be out on Steam on October the 17th at $7.49 US. That's 25% off, and then going up a week later to $9.99, I believe, is it's going to be its full price. It'll be fully released. And as I mentioned, I'm playing an early pre-release version of it, so there might be some changes between now and then, based on things that I talk about here and things that we see. And also, I was provided a key for this game by the developer, so keep all that in mind as we go forward here. So what is this game? It's a top-down GTA meets Hotline Miami, sort of. But, well, that's what it's supposed to be. And it does largely resemble that. But as we get into it, you'll see that I have some specific complaints here, so let's just roll with this right now. 5:30 a.m. Rick, get in the truck. What a wonderful, boring day. All right, press E to get in the car, so we'll come over here to the truck and get in it. All right, using the mouse and keyboard for everything. As far as I know, there are no controller. You can't use a controller on it. So, just so you know. Alright, so we'll get back into the truck and drive the next thing. Oops. The other thing to note too is that, just like in the original GTA games, the camera is super zoomed in. This makes for a less than happy experience for me, especially when you're racing around and trying to get places. You often will just bang into somebody quite easily, just like this. Also, it's a game where backing up in a car reverses all your controls for some reason. The type of game that I hate when they reverse the controls on me like that, but that's exactly what they do here. So it's never-ending frustration as far as that's concerned. I noticed a strange-looking briefcase lying around. Something just made me want to open it. Today feels like my day. Yep, found a briefcase full of money. And then that's that. So that's the plot of the game. We're just this random trash guy who found a briefcase full of money, and now all kinds of crap's going to go down. So here's the city. If I hold down tab, we see the map here. We are here. Our next objective is right there. There's all kinds of like side questy things to do. We'll do one or two of these as I can. But first, let's get into the main mission so you can kind of see what's going on here a bit. So we'll head on down this way. Actually, we'll run down this way. Rick Paratus. In the past, he served a sentence for taking a part in a criminal offense. To forget the past, he decided to start a new life by finding a new job. With the help of his brother John, he started working as a garbage collector. Taking risks is his hobby. Rick is ready to do anything to turn his life around. Okay. And then down here we will go to the main mission. 2 days later, my house door was open. John, what the? Alright. So, left mouse button to attack and throw. You can pick up chairs with space. Chairs are like the most deadliest weapon in the game, believe it or not. You can hit people from way across the room and take them out in one shot. Like I just did with that guy. Now, as far as enemies go, well, let's just say they give you this baseball bat, and it's very anemic. Look at how, when I click the left mouse button, like, look at that. Look how terrible that is. It gets even worse when you realize that there's a small hitbox. When you hit somebody with a baseball bat, you have to hit them twice. And you have to hit them twice on the same hitbox, or else if you move just slightly off of it, you don't hit them and they get back up and start getting a couple punches in or shooting you or whatever. So you'll see me fail often with that. So there, I took him down. Because it's just, the controls are just janky like that. And this whole game, the controls are just really bad. I don't know why they thought that these controls would work this way, but they really don't. And the quality of life in the game because of it is very low. See you later. Get back here. Alright, so we have a gun now for a minute or two. And then we can go do this next mission, which, having done it off camera a couple times, it was a real... Oh, okay, this is the park car one. Alright, never mind. There's another one after this where it's just... I had to do it like 6 or 7 times just because the controls were bad. So, yeah, this one is also a pain in the neck. I have to follow this guy without being noticed. Which... There's like a notice bar here? Yeah. Exactly. This is the name of the game right now. It's basically, you can just stand right here. Like, see, look at that. Like, I didn't even move and already mission failed. So it's just, it's weird how they, yeah, like, it makes no sense. And there should be no reason why this guy sees me, yet he does. Yeah, look, I mean, the green dot is the guy. He's driving away, yet somehow the mission has failed. And basically you have to do this like half a dozen times or so before finally it just kind of allows you to win. I mean, that's about the best I can say with that. It's like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense at all. Like, I'm supposed to not be seen by the guy, yet I'm also supposed to be within a certain range or something. But if I get too close, then it's too much. It's really finicky. Really freaking finicky. And you often end up failing for no good reason. And so far, the game has been just that. It's just a lot of failing for no good reason and not understanding why you've failed. So, I saw him enter the building. It's time to prepare for a fight, but all I had was a baseball bat, even though I was carrying a gun. I'm carrying a gun, but all I have is a baseball bat. You'll see as we go in here, I think they take my gun away. He has to be here somewhere. I have to find that bastard. Yep, they took my gun away. Alright, this is the one I've had to do like 25 freaking times off camera because it's weird. It's not, the controls are just not good at all. I can't harp on that enough, that the controls just are bad. They're just really bad. They have no good reason for being that bad either. It's just I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand why you would not catch something this bad early on. Like, was there no playtesting done of the game? Because if there was, someone would have seen that the controls are just this kind of janky. And not janky in a good way either. It's like, you've got games like QWOP and stuff where they're purposely janky controls, or Surgeon Simulator or something like that. But this is not. This this can't be correct. Alright, took that guy out. Now you think that other guy would see me, but they're quite blind until they're not, and it's very hard to tell when they're going to see you and when they don't see you. Alright, so we're going to take this one. Like I said, chairs are the most OP thing in the game here. Like, I can hit this guy from all the way over here, and that guy won't even bat an eye. But I've done it. Alright. And also, you'll find that these guys will actually, like a patrol might come by here and not even react to the fact that one of those other guys are down. So, yeah, it's very hard to tell. And, like, you can't tell, like, this guy should really see me, right? But he doesn't. And it's hard to tell exactly at what point they will see you until they finally are alert, like that. See that? That's the game right there. It's just, it makes no sense sometimes. You're like, that guy should have surely seen me, but he didn't. And so you're like, well, okay, maybe they're a lot blinder than you thought, until they're not. It's just like a random, it's almost like a random event that they actually spot something. Take that guy out. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy was actually looking that way. Alright, and yep. So I gather that the intended way to play this is to just run and gun. And for the most part you could do that and be successful. The problem is that they often start you off with something that is just not very good. You know, like a baseball bat, say. So it becomes more of a, let's see, I'm doing a lot better with the baseball bat than I was before. Because, like I said, the hitboxes are just weird with it. Alright, let's grab this. Let's go up and hit that guy with it. And then we'll shoot that guy. Oh, nope, I guess we won't shoot that guy. And it's just this rinse and repeat over and over again. Which, like I said, if I played more aggressively, it wouldn't be so bad. But I haven't been playing aggressively, so we're stuck with this, with me just kind of derping around a little bit here, a little bit too much probably. Okay. So apparently you're supposed to like hide in oh, I think I'm stuck there. Okay. Supposed to hide in the shadows and stuff. But I don't know if the shadows are just that good or if I'm just or if the AI is just that bad. That's what I haven't quite figured out with the game yet. Like I'm in the shadow now and this guy can't see me, so maybe that's the correct way. Whoa! Oh, I forgot about the guy in the bathroom. Whoops. Whoops. Forgot about that guy. How did I forget about him? That's not cool. Oh, that just... Oh, I'm literally standing in front of him. He just walked right by me. Oh, now they see me. Didn't move an inch, and just they saw me that time. It's just the game is just completely inconsistent in how it handles things, and I have to say that's got to be some kind of bug, right? I mean, that doesn't feel like it was done on purpose. If it was done on purpose, it makes very little sense to be that random. It's almost like a dice roll is happening. Grab that, switch back to our bat, and come down here and hit this guy. Like so, and then go like that. Grab this. Up here, go bam. From halfway across the room, we're throwing chairs. Over here, shoot this guy. Oh, nope. Couldn't do it. Yep. This is what happens. I just end up doing this thing over and over and over again. And obviously I don't have to shoot that guy. I could just go in the other room and just take out the big boss guy. Which I might just do. It's just, you know, sometimes you kinda wanna just shoot some bastards in the face. Okay, and grab this and go. Hit him from 90 miles away, but he still shot me. If this is frustrating for you to watch, believe me, it's equally as frustrating for me to play. Because it's not that I'm purposely just trying to goof up here. It's just that the game is just it's very hard to control. It's almost like Hotline Miami crossed with Surgeon Simulator, you know? Or even QWOP for that matter. Alright, and that guy. And then we'll come up here and hit that guy. And then maybe I can... You know what, I'll just switch to my shotgun because I know that'll kill the guy outright. Bring a bunch of guys to me though. See if I can reload. Yep, I did. Go. A few more bullets. And now we can grab this. Like I said, this appears to be the way they really want you to play the game. Which is just run and gun. Essentially. Get my regular pistol here. Oh, I scored a headshot that time. Okay. And that guy go. Did he just run out here somewhere? There we go. Looking for a long, white-haired man. I just got hired today. I'm Kubo's new driver. Please don't kill me. Take the keys. That's all I have. Okay. Mission complete. Now, here we go with the mission that seems to be impossible. If you thought that last mission was nigh impossible, wait until you see this one. I had no idea who the hell Kubo was, but I had to figure out how he was involved. What are you waiting for? Take me to the club. So I gotta drive this guy to the club without doing any damage to his limo. And keeping in mind that you cannot zoom out the view at all. So it's just, you're just stuck with the way things look here. And you're also stuck with cars that are incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. Alright, let's see if I can find this path here. Alright, come on. Come on. We'll just sit here for a little bit. Until this light changes. There we go. And then I will try to get around these guys without detonating the car. And we got a... Meantime, this guy's just like insulting me with the like insults of like a 2-year-old or a second grader at least in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is half the game right here. Just waiting for things to get out of your way. Come on. Move out of the way. There we go. And of course, backing up, like I said, backing up, they reverse the controls on you, because that's how that works, right? I mean, suddenly the steering wheel just reverses when I want to back up. That's true to life, right? And just get me out of this thing here. Let's go down this way. If I can. Well, this is the longest I've gotten on this mission. Let's try not to jinx it, shall we? Alright. Hello there, police officer. So if you hit a cop, that basically ends your mission right there. If you so much as get tapped in... Oh, that guy just tapped me in the back. That's just... I was going to say, if you get tapped in the back, they will end the mission on you pretty much. But he managed to not do enough damage to trigger an end mission. Okay, there we go. Club Kubo! We stopped at this place. It was time to find out more. That's the first time I gotten through that mission. First time. Well, before we go and do that, I'm sure that's going to be fun and games. Let's run over to here and see what this thing is. I have not tried a pill mission yet, so I assume this is like a rampage or something. Shizo pill. Okay, start challenge. Kill 45 citizens. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Oh, and we got killed. There's a cop right there, of all things. Okay. 5, 8, 9. Anybody coming up this way? Anybody coming up this way? No? Not a whole lot of citizens walking around here. They want me to kill 45 of them? With a sniper rifle of all things? Yeah. So, one of the complaints I have about the game is they have these side missions here, right? But each one of them is pretty much impossible to do. Because I think everything in the game is randomly generated. So you would think they would tweak the random generation so that you could, you know, actually succeed at some of these these mini games, right? Like even in GTA, they would put you in an area that had a lot of people to kill or something when you were doing a rampage, and they would spawn some more so that you could actually succeed at things. This game, not so much. Not so much. And that's that. Okay. So that said, let's see, is there another one around here? So there's these race missions. We go racing around the city. I'll show you how broken these are. Have you caught on to the theme yet that the game is just broken in many odd and strange ways? Because it is. If I haven't conveyed that yet, I feel like no one really tested this. Because if they had, they would have seen all these things that were just wrong and would have possibly done something about. Now, where is this thing at? Okay. What is this? Hello, my friend. Do I know you? You can call me Babu. You do me a favor in return, I'll help you when you really need it. Okay, what do you need? You steal a police car from me and deliver it to somewhere. I will try, but very near there. Okay. Steal a police car. Alright. So be it. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to steal that one, am I? Hey, come back here. There we go. Alright. And where do they want this? They want this up here. At least it drives halfway decent. Alright, come on. Come on. Yeah, driving with the keyboard, it certainly brings me back to the days when that's all you could do, but it's not necessarily a good feeling. If anything, the game really does need a controller support, because this this is a little bit balls, I would say. What the frick do they want me to go? Again, being able to zoom out and see where the hell you're going would be great. And maybe you can, I just don't know about it, but you didn't really do a good job of telling you, if you can. Alright, so where the hell do they want this thing at? Back here, okay. Alright. So we have done that. Is there another thing around this area? Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm over there. I would like to get to one of the race missions so you can see how crazy they are. So let's see if I can get over to one of those. Oh, this is actually a rather nice car. Unfortunately, it's not the car that we actually end up driving for a race, or else I would win the races. If that were the case. Alright, so which way? Oh, there's a race up above there. Okay, so let's do that. Get up here, do our thing. No, I just passed it. Let's come around this way again, and over to here. Get out of the car and hit space. Get to the finish line first. Now watch this nonsense. So the checkpoints and stuff are good. Oh, they actually have me in a faster car than they usually do, which is awesome. There's another challenge where they put you in a really slow car, and slow to the point where you can't even get anywhere. And already just a few little bumps and bruises we've taken have already caused us to now lose the race permanently. Like you can't catch up. Once you're down, you can't catch up at all. Now I can cause the AI to spin out every time by kind of cutting them off a little bit. If I could reach them. But again, this is the other problem with the game, is that like these things are, I feel like they were bolted on. Like look, these guys can now surpass me with no problem whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like it's not even like yes, I hit that pole there, but I haven't hit that much, right? And then all of a sudden the AI is like, nope. The AI is like, nope, we can now pass you. Right? I mean, this is you talk about rubber banding in racing games. Like, this is not even rubber banding. This is just flat out cheating. Right? Like, there's no reason that they should be able to go faster. And I can't, like, I'm hitting shift and stuff to see if that would give me, like, nitrous boost or something. It doesn't do anything. Let's retry that. The only thing I can think to do is to take the cars out of the race, right? But that doesn't work because, like I said, your car doesn't take that much damage. So you end up just getting your own car exploding before you can do any kind of damage to the other racers. So like if I push the car the other guys enough here, they actually spin around, but then I explode. Yeah. I mean, there's hard, and then there's broken, and this is not hard. This is broken, right? It's like it's just not. It's not good. Now you would think, oh well, I got a gun. Maybe I can shoot my gun. No, they actually remove all your bullets when you get into when you do a race. So you can see it says 0 out of 81. Like I could have reloaded my gun before I got in here and it would still empty it out to zero bullets. So you can't use your weapon to give you an advantage, which is weird because the whole thing was being able to shoot people, right? I mean, that was GTA in a nutshell, right? Being able to shoot and just generally cause mayhem and havoc. This is not that at all. And now look, I haven't taken any damage. All I did was bump this guy a little bit. He's already faster than me. Like I can't. There's no possibility of me catching up to him now. None whatsoever. Like I can hit him a few times, but I can't actually catch up. So any amount of testing, right, would have shown that the races are unwinnable. Like any amount of testing would have done it, unless they were testing with like cheat codes on or something, right? So to me, the biggest failing of this game is that it's never been tested. Like, or if it was tested, it was tested by someone who didn't give very good feedback, right? It's like there are good elements of this game. There are elements of this game that are actually like it's not that far away from being a halfway decent game, right? I mean, the story is kind of throwaway, but so was GTA's story, so I'm not too concerned about that. But the everything else about it, it's just the controls are janky. The challenges are just not set up in a fair way. Like it feels like you're cheated out of any kind of success that you could get. It just, you know, and if there were like different tiers of challenges, like maybe that one's the hardest tier, and maybe I'm supposed to start with one over here. Well, there's no indication of that, right? Number one. And number two, you know, I can't choose the car that I use to go and do it. If it was more of a, oh, you have a garage, so go drive this car into the garage and then you can use that in your races, then maybe that's the thing. Like, there is a P symbol here, so I'm thinking that's like a parking garage. Maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I can go grab one of these cars, take it into the parking garage, and then I can use that during a race, maybe? I don't know. The game doesn't really explain any of that, which is okay, but it's not immediately obvious that that's what you have to do, right? Because I can tell you that race had me in a different car than the race that I did off camera, which had me in a much slower car than that one, right? Where the hell do I go for this thing? Where am I at? Oh, I'm down there. Okay, so I go and then make a left up here. All right. And then I have to go where? Oh, it's right up in front of me. Okay. All right. So then, what is this? Hey, Ricky. How you doing, Pedro? Oh, this is Pedro. Okay. I'm okay. I can't do much with a broken leg. What happened? Nothing, just slipped on something. Could you do me a favor? Sure. Take my car. My old friend at Fight Club will give you something because it went by too fast. Bring something back. Okay. Meet Pedro's old friend and return back to him. Was he just behind the thing here? Oh, they want me to take a taxi? Okay. We'll do that. Where do we go for this now? This is a little... the controls, man. I'm trying not to keep complaining about the same thing over and over again, but it is the biggest problem with the game right now, is that it's just very, very janky here. Where are we going? Where are we headed? Boy, it would be great if I could see where I was going. It feels like it's so zoomed in that you can't even tell which way you're supposed to go here. Like the original GTA zoomed out a lot more when you were driving than this game has. So it made it a little bit easier to deal with. Must be Rick here, take this. So I took something. Okay. Now I gotta take this back to this guy. Alright, well, we're in a car that's already like ready to explode on me. Alright, come on. So it's a lot of this, as you can imagine. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Crying out loud. I just... Yep. And... every car is a Pinto. You bump something just a little bit too much and kablooey. Yeah, so... And the worst part of it is, I just don't feel like playing anymore. It's, you know, you get to a point where you're like, alright, this is just not fun. Like, why would I retry that mission now? There's just no reason for me to do that. I thought that was like a parking garage, but that's not even that. It's something else entirely. And then they got like, I guess this is a Fight Club thing here, I suppose. Yeah, I don't... it's just... It bothers me because there is the beginnings of something good here. It's just not... You need... When you're developing a game, you really need somebody who you can trust with their feedback, who also will give you genuine feedback. Like, they won't just tell you something's great and awesome if it isn't actually great and awesome. Like, they'll actually give you straight up feedback. Because my straight up feedback on this is not a fun game to play. And it's not fun, not because it doesn't have all the trimmings of all the, you know, the features that a game like this should have. It's just that everything is, the controls don't feel good. The combat is anemic. The challenges are incredibly unbalanced. The incessant horn sounds of the cars are, for some reason, don't obey the volume of everything else. They constantly blare my ears out here. And it's just... It just needs to be refined. It needs a lot more refinement than what it has. It's at least, I mean, it hasn't crashed, which is nice. But it's just not... Yeah, it feels like an early access game that just needs like maybe 4 more months of development. You know what I mean? Before it becomes something pretty good. Right now it's just a whole lot of boredom. And look at all these guys now down here when I don't have a pill mission to shoot them with. Yeah, it just yeah. It's almost like paint by numbers or developed by checklist, right? They had a checklist in front of them and it's like, all right, we need top-down view to be GTA. Okay, got that. Now we need side missions that are kind of random but somewhat, you know, like rampage mission, and we need like a delivery missions and things like that. Okay, check. Now we need we want to be a little bit like Hotline Miami, so we got to have indoor levels where we got to run around, run and gun. Okay, check. You know, it's like it's developing by checklist is what it really is. And unfortunately, the one part on that checklist is that yes, you can have all these mechanics, and yes, they're good mechanics in their own right, but you gotta have, there's gotta be not only consistency, but also there has to be the controls have to be smooth. There's a certain level of polish that you need in order for all those elements to work. You need decent music. I mean, the music has been okay, but there's, well, a lack of it now. And then occasionally we get the same music playing. And yeah, the story I suppose might be somewhat compelling, but really not that much. I mean, something like this you're not really expecting to get that good of a story, honestly, if you're trying to follow the GTA model of things. Yeah, what's this guy want? Hey, you! What the hell's wrong with your body? Yeah. I'm Naboo. Alright, see you later. Wait, you look like you could crash a car just for fun, you know? Here, take the keys. It's parked right over there. Just don't get something that goes by really fast. Crash the car. Okay. How many times am I supposed to crash it? Can I just crash it through all these people? Or I have to deliver it somewhere to crash it? Alright. I guess I gotta deliver it somewhere to crash it. I'm certainly crashing it, but I'm guessing they have a particular place in mind for it to crash. Alright. You can see I'm very impatient. Extremely impatient. Where am I supposed to go for this? Oh, they don't update it on the actual map, huh? Challenge failed, challenge complete. We got both. We got both challenge failed and challenge complete. And the game now cannot be controlled. I am hitting the controls and nothing is happening. Tab, nothing. Nope, nothing. What was that about the game not crashing? Yep, that's just happened here. It's just not, I can't control anything. Well, I think that ends our playthrough then. I just, you know, something like this, the worst part of something like this is I got a code for free. It really looked like something, because I don't usually do that. I usually will pay for something, but this looked like something that would be really interesting, and I wanted to get an early look at it and try to do it some justice so that you could get a really good, accurate view of it. I was hoping it was going to be really good. I'd get an early view out there and all that stuff, but nah, it just, like I said, there's no evidence that this has ever been tested, is what it's coming down to here. That's been play tested by anyone other than the developer themselves, I would say. So that's unfortunate. This has been Riskers, my friends. It is by Shot Studio. That was Shot X Studio, sorry, and published by Meridian 4. It will be out on October the 17th, a Tuesday. It will be 25% off at $7.49 US, and then I believe it will go up to its full price the next week after that. I believe it will go up to its full price of $9.99, if I've done my math correctly there. And unfortunately, it will be fully released, as far as I know, not just an early access thing. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I would really like to be able to give a thumbs up to this thing, but unfortunately, I have to give a thumbs down as it is right now. Now, bear in mind, I am playing this a few days ahead of time. There could be a patch or something that happens between now and release, but it would have to be a pretty big patch that really overhauls the entire system. I would say the entire code. So use what your discretion at that point. And as always, and Also, bearing in mind, I got a code for free from the developer. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.